What is annotation? Annotation is marking up or adding notes and comments to a document. There is no wrong way to annotate. As long as you are engaging with the text in a way that is meaningful to you, you're doing it right. Annotation helps readers to remember and understand what they've read, and it is a helpful memory tool when you come back to a document that you haven't looked at in a while. You can highlight, underline, bold, italicize, color code, star, circle, add other symbols, or make notes and comments. Annotation can be done on paper or on digital documents. In this video, I will show you how to annotate documents in Microsoft Word and Adobe Acrobat. Let's begin with Microsoft Word. First, you will open the document you wish to annotate in Word. One tool you can use is the Track Changes function. This will come in handy if you're reviewing or revising a document and you'll want to suggest changes to be made. There are a few ways to turn on Track Changes. One option is to look in the upper right-hand corner for the drop-down menu that says Editor. Select this, and from the drop-down, choose Reviewing. Once you have done this, any change you make to the text will appear in red and can be easily spotted. For example, if I think we don't need this word decorative and I delete it, you can see the change has been noted in red. The second way to turn on Track Changes is by selecting Review from the toolbar at the top of the page. Within Review, you will select Track Changes, and once you do, you should see that the Reviewing drop-down in the upper right-hand corner has changed colors to indicate that you're in Track Changes mode. The last way to enter into Track Changes mode is by using the search bar in Word. Locate the search bar at the top of the page, type Track Changes, click on it, and again, you should see the Reviewing drop-down in the upper right-hand corner has changed colors to indicate that you're in Track Changes mode. Once you're in Track Changes mode, you can interact with the text in any way you want. Highlight, bold, underline, color code, etc. We'll talk about how to do that in just a minute. When you do any of these things, Track Changes will note it on the right-hand margin. You may like this feature, or you may not. If you do not, you should annotate with Track Changes off. So let's say I think this word should be bold. You will see the change has been denoted on the right-hand side of the page. To annotate with Track Changes off, you will simply open the document you wish to annotate and begin engaging with the text. I will change back to editing mode now, so we are no longer in Track Changes mode. Within Word, you can interact with the text in a number of ways. For example, like I just did here, you can bold text using the shortcut that looks like a B on the toolbar that appears when you highlight text. So you will see when I highlight text, a toolbar appears. If I click this B, the text will bold. You can also select bold in the upper toolbar at the top of the page. So we'll click Home so that we see the Home toolbar. And again, you'll see the B for bold. You can also bold text by using a keystroke. If you touch Control B, the text will bold. Next, you can italicize text by using, again, the shortcut that looks like an I on the toolbar that appears when you highlight text. So we see the I right here. If we select that, the text becomes italicized. You can use the shortcut in the upper toolbar. You'll see the I right here. So if we highlight our text and select the I in this upper toolbar, the text will italicize. Or we can use the shortcut Control I, the keystroke Control I. Now, let's say you want to highlight text. You can do this using the shortcut that looks like a chisel tip marker with the yellow underline on the toolbar, which appears when you highlight text. So we'll highlight the area that we think is important. We'll find the chisel tip pen with the yellow underline. And if we hover over it, text highlight color appears, so you can be sure you're clicking the right button. If we select that, we have text that's been highlighted in yellow. You can also highlight text by, again, highlighting it and using the toolbar at the top of the page. You'll see the chisel tip marker and it's underlined in red, in yellow. So if we select that, our text gets highlighted in yellow. There's a keystroke for this as well. So if you highlight, you can use Alt Control H, and there we have highlighted text. You can change the color in which you highlight by selecting the highlight button and choosing a new color of your choice. So in the upper toolbar, you see this drop-down arrow, and our color options appear. So let's say I want to change the color to blue. We select blue, and then we highlight the text we want to highlight. I will unselect that, so now I'm no longer in highlight mode. You can also annotate by changing the color of text. To do this, you'll highlight the text you wish to change, and then using the shortcut that looks like a capital letter A on the toolbar, which appears when you highlight text, you will change the text to whatever color the underline is. Or you can use the shortcut on the upper toolbar. So if we highlight text, we can again find the A with this red underline and select it, and our text will change to red. You can change the color selection for the font by selecting the font color button, drop down, and choosing the color you want your font to be. So let's say I think this part of the sentence should be green. We will find the font color button, click the drop down, and choose a new color for our text. You can do the same thing with the toolbar that appears when you highlight text. You'll again click the drop down and select a new color. Another way to engage with the text is by taking your own notes as you read, making connections, asking questions, or reiterating the main ideas. To do this in Word, you will add a comment. There are several ways to add a comment. You can select Comments in the upper right-hand corner, right here. This will generate a column on the right-hand side of your document where all comments will appear. Select New to add a new comment, and select the paper airplane button to post or finalize it. So here we're just creating a general comment. However, if we want our comment to be tagged to a specific area of text, we're going to highlight that area of text. So let's say I want to comment on this word mundane. I highlight it, click New, and say wonderful vocabulary choice. Now, when we select that comment, the word mundane is highlighted in the text, so it will take you right to the area that the comment is talking about. You can also add a comment by highlighting the text you want to comment on and selecting New Comment on the toolbar that appears when you highlight text. So let's say I want to comment on this little anecdote about growing up. The toolbar that appears here has a New Comment button. So we'll select that, and again, type whatever message we want. Click the paper airplane button, and it will be finalized. Finally, you can type comment in the toolbar at the very top of your window and select Insert Comment from the drop-down that appears. So because I still have this phrase growing up highlighted, that comment will also be tagged to that part of the text. Let's say I don't want to use this comment box. We'll just click Cancel and it goes away. These tools should help you to annotate anything you read that's in a Microsoft Word document. Now, let's talk about how to annotate a PDF using Adobe Acrobat. First, you will open the document you wish to annotate in Adobe Acrobat, which is a PDF reader. There are other PDF readers out there, but for the purposes of this tutorial, I will focus on Acrobat. Once your document is open, you can do many of the same things in Adobe as you can in Word. Look for the toolbar at the top or side of your window with some familiar symbols. You will notice that a toolbar appears when you highlight text in Acrobat, just like it did in Word. You can use either of these toolbars for any of the following ways to engage with the text. If your toolbar doesn't look the same as mine, you can edit which tools appear in your toolbar by selecting View, Show, Hide, Toolbar Items, and Customize Quick Tools. From here, you can add or remove tools based on what you find you use or don't use when annotating. Select the button that looks like a chisel tip pen. Highlight the text that you would like to be highlighted, and the text will be highlighted. Much in the same way as you did in Word, you can change the color of your highlight. To do this, you will search the tools available, and you can select Change Color. Here your color options appear. So let's choose pink. And then, whenever I highlight, it will be highlighted in pink. If you don't see this search bar, you can come up here in the upper left-hand corner and select Search More Tools. This toolbar should open up for you, and then again you can search Change Color and pick whatever color you'd like. We will unselect the chisel tip pen, so I'm no longer in highlight mode. And now we'll talk about how to underline and strike through your text. These commands are pretty straightforward. Highlight the text you wish to underline or strike through, and then select the appropriate button. To underline, choose the underlined T. So here's our T, it's underlined, and our text will be underlined. To italicize, highlight the text. To strike through, you will highlight the text and select the T with the strike through, either on this toolbar or on the toolbar above. To take notes as you read in a PDF, you will add a comment. To do this, you will highlight the text you wish to comment on, and then look for and select the icon that looks like a speech bubble. If we select Add Comment, a box appears that is tagged with that part of the text. You can type whatever you'd like in it, and once you're done, select Post. So this shortcut appeared when I highlighted the text. Now, if that shortcut does not appear when you highlight text, the Add Comment button should be available in the toolbar at the top of your page. Now, this one says Sticky Note, so we will highlight our text and add the sticky note. It looks just the same as our comment did. If we don't want to use that one, we'll click on X and it goes away. In Acrobat, you can also draw a circle or square and insert various other shapes. Let's say there's an important date and I want to circle it. We will just click and drag and our circle will appear around that date. The icon that looks like a page with lines on it and an arrow on the right-hand side is the text call-out feature. If you highlight text and then select this command, you will be able to write short notes about specific areas of text. So the command is not in this toolbar, so I'll select the one at the top of my page. So when I select the callout, it gives me the option to select on the piece of text I would like to call out and a box to type in. So this allows you to write short notes about specific areas of text, much like leaving a comment. It just appears differently in the document. You can remove any of the markings you've made by selecting them and clicking on the trash can icon. Whoops, I double-clicked and the comment feature appeared. So I click on the circle that I drew, and let's say I decided that I don't want to draw attention to this date anymore. I'll just click the trash can icon. The icon should pop up when you select your markings, but there's also one in the toolbar at the top of the page. So we'll select this text callout, look for the trash can icon at the top of the page, and we'll delete that text callout. These tools should help you to annotate anything you read that's in PDF format. If you have any questions about annotation using Microsoft Word or Adobe Acrobat, please schedule an appointment with the SLC at remcad.mywconline.com. Happy reading!